Hey guys, this is Freddie. I've been framed. No, not really. I'm over at Stewart Title with Kristen, one of my new friends here at Stewart Title here in Sugar Land. Kristen, could you tell everybody who you are and who you're with?
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen Robinson. I'm with Stewart Title. We're located here in Sugar Land off of Southwest Freeway between Dairy Ashford and Highway 6.
All right, so I'm going to put this away here because I look a little silly. So today we had a LinkedIn workshop. Here, let's scoot a little bit closer. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit closer to me there. I'll scoot over here. All right, so we're both in the screen. So today we had a LinkedIn workshop, right? Mm-hmm. Our mutual friend, Mac, had invited me over to come and speak, and you said, hey, I put it out. When did you start marketing this event?
I actually started marketing this 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Mm-hmm. You put it out there, and who's the target audience?
My target audience is Realtors.
Realtors, because you guys are a title company, right?
Yeah, we're a title company, right. So our target's Realtors. So we work with people in the mortgage industry, people in social media industry, to try and target Realtors and bring them value. And
then you put it out there Monday. How much response did you get back off that?
By Tuesday afternoon, I had 25 RSVPs.
25 RSVPs by Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, yesterday I think I had a total of 29 total.
Out of, I'm sure you did quite a few different workshops, is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Did this get a lot of engagement initially?
Yes, this was a very hot topic. A lot of quick engagement on this one opposed to other classes that we've held.
All right, so that goes to prove that there's a huge interest in social selling. And in social selling is just relationship building, and it's building advocacy. And so I want to give Kristen an opportunity to share with us, what did you think of the workshop? Because this is the first time you and I have ever met. And I put her on the spot. She did not want to go Facebook Live, but I drug her in here and I convinced her it'll be quite okay. But how did the workshop go? How was the content? How was I as an instructor? And what do you think was the takeaway? Do you think people received value out of this workshop?
Absolutely. It was a great workshop. This is my first actual LinkedIn workshop as well. So from the people that came here, I heard a lot of great comments. A lot of people want to take your individual one-on-one workshop. Yeah. They want to learn more. This was just kind of the spark of the interest for them, and it kind of brought them to a point where, oh my gosh, I'm on LinkedIn, but I need to do that, or I haven't done that, or oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Yes.
So a lot of people want to do a one-on-one workshop. Several people have already asked for you to come back and teach again. So
and I'm going to come back and I'm going to teach again. And 5 agents said, yes, Freddie, I want a one-on-one LinkedIn workshop. I see the value of social selling. I see the value of not just finding customers on LinkedIn, but building advocacy and building advocate partners. And that's going to lead to our next conversation. So I want to thank you for joining in me with my Facebook Live. Stewart Okay, we're unfrozen, so I don't know what y'all saw a while ago, but we're back here live. So specifically, where's this Stewart Title located at in Sugar Land?
So our address is 14100 Southwest Freeway. We're right down the road from Highway 6, which is where the First Colony Mall is.
All right, again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I want to bring in my friend Mortgage Mac. So I'm going to scoot over to the side a little bit. Aha! Look at that handsome devil there. There we go. We got both of us in there now. All right. You scoot in a little bit over to this side here.
How's that?
That's perfect. So I'm going to let Mac introduce himself. Mac, what's your name? Who you with?
My name's Mac Blankenship. I'm with OneTrust Home Loans, located here in Houston, Texas. Been a mortgage banker for 25 years and closed thousands of transactions. And like we talked about earlier, I think, excuse me, I think the mortgage industry and the real estate industry is changing, and
it really is.
And I think technology is driving that change, and I think it's just really, really important today if you're a real estate agent or a mortgage banker, or almost any industry, that the attention is on the internet, on social media.
Absolutely.
And people are going there for information for just about everything.
Now, there's so much I want to talk to you guys about, and I want to talk with Mac about, from email open rates to new technology that's out there. But I also want to start off with, Mac, how did we meet initially?
LinkedIn.
We met on LinkedIn. Did we know each other before that?
No, not at all.
No, not at all. And I can tell you what, we started our conversation, was it last week?
Last week.
Last week.
Yep.
And it highly escalated from messaging each other on LinkedIn to, I think maybe there's a text, but then one of us picked up the phone. I can't remember.
I think it was, I think it, you know, I've been taught that if you want to be successful in social media, you have to.
Oh, we're back live again. So, our Wi-Fi was buffering.
So, you know, everything I've learned about social media marketing is you have to get engaged.
Right.
And so I think I read your profile, read how successful you've been at teaching others to use LinkedIn as a B2B platform, and I thought this would be just perfect for the real estate agents that I currently do business with and those that I want to do business with. And so we had a fantastic attendance today, an overwhelming response, and so
5 people want just a one-on-one workshop, and again, I charge $300 for a 3-hour workshop. And these individuals here, I told them that if they get another friend or family member involved, I'll bundle it all up, but they have to act today, and they jumped all over it. There was no selling on my side. It was just, hey, this is the offer. Someone overheard me having a private conversation that a gentleman was wanting to offer a 2-for-1 with his wife, and I was like, well, okay, the cat's out of the bag. You overheard me, so I made it available to everybody.
Yeah.
But and you didn't get a chance to stay for the full workshop because you had to go get lunch, because this is a lunch and learn.
Yes. Yeah.
But you heard some of the feedback here, and we'll be doing some more stuff. But what were some of the biggest takeaways that you heard being talked about?
You know, I've databased my whole career, and when you mentioned that, you know, I have a database that I market to via email. We've just talked about email marketing isn't quite what it used to be, but it still has some potential. But the fact that I could download
Download your contacts out of LinkedIn.
my contact
and getting new email subscribers that way,
getting new email subscribers that way, specific to my teammortgagemac.com video blog, and then, you know, the automation with respect to the posting, because frankly I'm not very familiar with that at this point, and I do probably spend quite a bit of time just focused just on, you know, finding good content that might be of interest so that I can get attention, because that's really what we're all trying to do, isn't it? Get attention.
Well, it's about being consistent.
Yes.
It's about positioning. It's about branding and messaging, and then having a system in place. And what I was talking about in the workshop is that there's tools out there that could share interesting content on your behalf on a regular, continuous basis. So that makes it extremely easy. So while I was giving my presentation, I think I made 3 or 4 posts in an hour's time frame. And so the tagline here is building relationships, friends, building advocacy in a social selling environment. And I want you to think about social media, not just trying to find a customer, because that's just a one-time hit. You want to build up referral partners and advocacy. And I'm a fan of Mac. Mac's now a fan of me. He's invited me to this speaking engagement where I, through social selling in a live environment, was able to work with 5 agents this coming January 2018. But also, how many other title companies are we working with now?
We have 2 more engagements in January specific to the same subject in a different part of Houston, Texas.
Different part of town of Houston. So we're spreading the knowledge around.
And I think we're going to do this one again. You know, I think Kristen and I agree that that the response was so overwhelming that we'll give folks time to get through the holidays, and then reintroduce it for maybe late January, maybe probably early February, because the response was pretty overwhelming. And I think that people are becoming very well aware that social media is where the attention is.
It really is, and it goes back to my key point. It's not about trying to get a sell today and making a hit. And when that happens, that's great. The idea is to build a long-term relationship and an advocate, and that's what Mac and I have done for each other. And it all started off with social media. All right, so we're going to end this here because our connectivity is not doing so well. But you can reach
MortgageMac.com, or go to my teammortgagemac.com video blog. I just recently had the honor and privilege of interviewing the national president of WCR, and she spoke. She just returned from a trip in Washington, D.C. to lobby for homeowners. And we're going to do a follow-up interview next week about successes in regards to that trip. And so please go to www.teammortgagemac.com.
And then if you want to know more about me and my LinkedIn workshop, you can type in Google Houston LinkedIn Workshop Houston, or go to my website, linkedinsalesfunnel.com. Invite one of us as an expert speaker, either through social selling, business networking, specifically on mortgages, or about LinkedIn. And again, this is Freddie, and this is Mac. And see you later, Houston.